dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good Saturday evening to you. I'm Dakota Makris. Thanks for joining us tonight. Deadly storms hit 6 states, causing what's likely to be the deadliest American weather disaster in years. The path of destruction stretches across parts of Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Tennessee, Illinois, and especially right here in Kentucky. Many dozens are feared dead. CBS News' David Begnaud reports from Mayfield.
The level of devastation is unlike anything I have ever seen.
That is Kentucky's Governor Andy Beshear talking about the tornado that was on the ground for more than 200 miles. It wiped out entire communities. This is downtown Mayfield, Kentucky, in the southwestern part of the state. Rubble. Nearby at a candle factory, more than 100 people were working when the tornado hit. It's flattened. Kiana Parsons Perez was trapped under the debris there, and she was streaming live on Facebook.
This is the water fountain. It's on me, along with the wall.
She was one of 40 people rescued from there.
We had to, at times, crawl over casualties to get to live victims.
By daylight, the search intensified. Excavators were brought in to dig through the wreckage. Among the missing is the mother of Paige Tingle's fiancé.
I just want her safe. I want her alive, and I want her home.
To Monette, Arkansas now. More destruction because of another tornado. This nursing home was torn apart. Storms left more than a 140-mile path of destruction across the state of Tennessee. Homes were leveled. Back here in Kentucky, search and rescue efforts continue right now. A woman who worked inside of that candle factory came up to us this evening and told us what happened as the tornado bared down on the building and it started to collapse. She used the light on her iPhone and was crawling over the bodies of her co-workers who had died. As she saw a hole, went through it, and was able to get away to safety. One of 40 people rescued from inside that factory. David Begnaud, CBS News, downtown Mayfield, Kentucky.
Well, the governor of Illinois says at least 6 people died at an Amazon warehouse that partially collapsed during the storm. The search for missing workers continues. Well, the devastating storms that swept across the Commonwealth also brought severe damage to parts of our area. Jeremy Toms talked with officials in Madison County about the damage they are working to clean up today.
Downed trees, destroyed cars, and a roof ripped clean off a home. This stretch of Kirksville Road in Madison County serves as a small sample of the devastation brought on by the storm system overnight.
We believe this is the hardest hit area of Madison County. We know that we have trees down, we have flooding in other areas, but by far this is the most damage that we've heard of at this time.
Madison County Sheriff's Deputy Michael Stotts says a survey will need to be done to determine if a tornado was the cause.
We don't know if it's a confirmed tornado. I'm sure the National Weather Service or whoever's responsible to determine if it's a tornado will do that in the coming days.
Stotts said the storms produced some of the most severe damage that he has seen in his years serving Madison County.
It's really severe damage. I know many years ago we had another tornado in this area, and it was more widespread. The best we can tell is it's kind of been confined to this area.
Stotts said 2 families sheltered in this home after a tornado warning came out around 4 this morning. But thanks in part to early and ample warnings, Stotts says those families are safe, and there are no reported injuries in the county.
If I know this morning, waking up myself, that we had plenty of warning of the tornadoes in the area, that it gave plenty of time to seek shelter and cover.
In Madison County, Jeremy Toms, WKYT.
Well, the 25th annual Shop with the Cop took place today in Laurel County with the help of several organizations of officers gathered at the London Walmart early morning. Now, with all hands on deck, more than 180 kids were helped in getting a good Christmas this year. Chairman of the event, Lieutenant Chris Edwards, says this is to be expected.
200, 225 is the normal number, and like I say, man, the population growth of Laurel County, the county is growing leaps and bounds, and the need is growing as well.
Now, Lieutenant Edwards says they are already planning for next year's event. His department hopes to accomplish another 25 years. Well, it's hard to believe, but it was 1 year ago today that the FDA authorized Pfizer's COVID vaccine. Since then, almost 500 million shots have been administered across the country, with 60% of eligible Americans fully vaccinated. But there's new cause for concern. CBS's Michael George has more.
The U.S. is bracing for a COVID comeback. New cases nationwide have increased 37% over the last week.
I know COVID rates are going up everywhere, and it's really scary to us.
New York is joining 6 other states in requiring masks indoors. Governor Kathy Hochul's order for businesses starts Monday. Everyone inside masks up or shows proof of full vaccination.
If we can't get more people vaccinated or boosted, I have to protect people, but also the economy.
Driven by the Delta variant, hospitalizations nationwide jumped 10% in just 1 week.
Hospital workers never went home. They've been in the hospital for fighting this from day one.
The rise in new infections comes as the country reached a milestone, 200 million people fully vaccinated. Still, 28% of Americans have not gotten a single dose, 1 year after vaccines first became available. Dr. Anthony Fauci says getting vaccinated and boosted is even more critical as the Omicron variant spreads faster than Delta.
If it does what we think it's going to do within the next couple of months, it's going to kick Delta off the map.
And the new indoor mask mandate is temporary. The governor says next month they'll look at the case numbers and determine whether it needs to be extended past January 15th. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Now, New York's mask mandate is temporary. The governor says next month officials will look at the case numbers to decide if it needs to be extended beyond January 15th. Stay with us. We'll be right back.